Did anybody see Hillary Clinton's fucking speech where she went up there dressed in Democrat blue? Oh, my God. At the risk of burning a bit, because I'm definitely going to talk about this, to sit there and watch her talking about rich people when her and her husband go to that Bilderberg fucking meeting every year where the world's richest fucking people, most powerful military people, and most powerful political people all get together and decide how they're going to carve up the country, the fucking world this year. She's at that fucking meeting and she's sitting there talking about the working man. This country doesn't work if you guys can't work. Whatever the fuck she said. I'm going to get you guys some jobs. And everybody's like, yeah, you dumb little flag. I don't. She's literally making fun of the super rich. And it's like, Hillary, how are you going to get into office? You were a senator. What does that pay? A couple $100,000 a year? This fucking job costs $100 million to get. Costs $100 million to get, to then make like $400,000 a year as president. Right? How the fuck are you going to get that job? From what? Regular Joe's $25 contribution to your fucking campaign? Or these fucking cunts? The exact rich cunts that you're talking about is how you're going to be fucking president. You're going to owe all of them favors. And you're going to do exactly what the fuck they tell you so you can get a second term. And then in the end, when your fucking presidency's over, you're then going to go around the country and give speeches for $1 million a night. Nobody's worth $1 million a night, but you're going to get paid $1 million a night, and you're going to go right back speaking to the people who put you into fucking office, and they're going to give you $1 million as they don't even fucking listen to you, right? Because they don't give a fuck. All they're doing is washing their bribe money. Look, if you can't fucking see that, and you're going to sit there and vote for a Democrat or a Republican, I can't even have a fucking conversation with you. And you people who sit there and say if you vote for the libertarian fucking guy or whatever that you're throwing your vote away, you're not. You're not. All you're going to get, it doesn't make a difference who wins, the Democrat or the Republican. You're going to get the exact same shit fucking sandwich. It might be a little to the left, a little to the fucking right, but it's going to be the exact same shit sandwich because those rich cunts have money on both horses. So no matter what, they win. Right? So, if you vote for somebody outside of that, all you're doing is encouraging more people that there's hope that you can maybe somehow undo this fucking situation. I don't know. I actually think that it's fucking over. I don't think that it's possible. You know, it's so fucking depressing though to watch people once again are going to sit there and listen to a candidate who's a Democrat or Republican make these stupid ass fucking promises, and they lose their fucking minds thinking that it's actually going to change their lives for the better. You know, I don't know. Sorry, I know that's fucking super depressing. That's just what I think. So anyway, somebody sent me a picture the other day. This guy had a pickup truck, and on the back he had all this shit, anti-Obama. Obama, is that how you say his name? Obama. And at one point he had this, this is what fascinates me about people who are straight up Democrat or straight up Republican. It reminds me of people who are into like fucking organized religion, just like the blinders that they have on. This is the bumper sticker this guy had. It said, recession, your neighbor loses his job. Depression, you lose your job. Recovery, Obama loses his job. You know, and it's just like, those fucking people, it's like, how do you not see that they all kind of do the same thing? And they're all on their knees blowing the same fucking, I mean, don't you see, okay, Clinton, Democrat, liberal, right? Bleeding heart liberal. What does he do? The bleeding heart liberal. He's for the fucking everyday Joe. He's just going to give it away to the broke people. What does he do? He helps deregulate the banks. All right? George Bush comes in, right? He wants to help out fucking major corporations and all that type of shit. Doesn't give them one war, he gives them two wars. $1 billion a fucking month or whatever the hell it is going into those fucking cunts' pockets. God, and the combination of those two fucking moves, the deregulation of banks, trying to fight 2 fucking wars, 2 away games, by the way, on the other side of the fucking planet, bankrupts this goddamn country. Obama comes in, right? Bleeding heart fucking liberal. What the fuck does he do? Gets us out of Iraq and then escalates the shit in Afghanistan. Has he taken any of these bankers to task? They stole $1 trillion. They can't even say where the fuck it is or who got it. Is he going after those people? No. They're not. It's the same fucking people, which is why I resent people when they tell me when I vote for a Ron Paul or anybody else, you know, like of that ilk, who's saying that these bankers and these corporations are completely out of fucking control, and we need to audit the Federal Reserve or maybe even close, shut the fucking thing down, and they're not allowed to debate, and they're just considered a crazy person. And then you go out there and you basically make a decision between the 2 fucking guys that they're giving you to vote for. That you feel like, oh, we made these choices. You didn't. You didn't. It's all the same fucking guy. How you didn't figure that out in 2004 when your choice was 2 white guys who both went to Yale, who were both a member of that fucking group, the Skulls or whatever. It was the same fucking guy. And I love how the fucking Democrats somehow get away with being like, they're all like millionaires. Like John Kerry was a fucking goddamn millionaire. Somehow he's going to be a man of the people. I don't fucking know. I think at a lower level, I think you can actually affect change in political office. But I think once you go past a certain level, I think when you get to like if you were like a senator of your state, I just don't feel that, I don't know. I think Obama said a bunch of shit that he was going to do, got into office, saw how shit worked, and right now he's trying to prevent getting shot in the fucking head like everybody else who gets that job, and you just do what they want you to do. That's my fucking 2 cents. But these fucking morons who will come along and just sit there and blame the current president if they're not a member of their party, it's just beyond me. It's just fucking beyond me. Like, I don't know. But but like I said, I feel like I've talked about that enough on this fucking podcast.
It was creepy. I'm sorry. All right. You want to talk about creepy? Let's talk about how President Obama, Barack Obama was on the Tonight Show this week. Did that disturb anyone as a fucking American? Is he in Dude, Where's My Car, Part 2? What the fuck are you doing on the Tonight Show? I got a big argument with my girlfriend about that. She's like, wow, it's good. It's a great way to reach people. It's like, why don't you have a fucking press conference? Right? All you got to do is wheel out that podium. The whole world sits around and watches it. I couldn't sit there and watch it. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, shouldn't you be like near the red phone? What if the red phone rings? And you're on there, picking your fucking March Madness brackets. It's unreal how the presidency has just gone downhill just over the last fucking 10 years. Like right around 10 years ago was when Bill Clinton got impeached because of some fucking skank. Every president. Can you even begin to understand not only the amount of world leaders that have been in the Oval Office, but the amount of fucking skanks that have been in there. That's the original Playboy Mansion. All right? Guys have been in there getting blown for centuries. Women love power. Guys love blowjobs. Okay? And when you marry the two, you get the fucking Oval Office. That is ground zero for that shit. And the guy got fucking impeached for it. So right there, I thought that knocked down the presidency. That the president, with fucking Secret Service at his fingertips, can't get a fucking blowjob, right? He gets busted. And then you had, what's his face? Georgie Part 2, whose dad evidently didn't teach him how to give a speech. So we had to look at that fucking retard for the last 8 years, giving a speech where he sounds like somebody giving a book report who didn't read the book. You know what I mean? Kind of fucking looking around. He had that shit. And now we got this fuckhead going on the Tonight Show. You know? Like he's Ashton Kutcher. I don't know. I don't like it. This is three presidents in a row where I don't like what they're doing. You wear the blue suit, you wear the fucking tie, and you should have an air about you that you... And you just shouldn't be on the Tonight Show. You know what I mean? Tonight on the Tonight Show, Paris Hilton, Ashton Kutcher, and President Obama. You know what? I didn't even watch it. I'm like literally criticizing something I didn't even watch. You know? I just couldn't sit there and watch that shit.
My expectation for human behavior in a crowd is very, very low. I mean, come on. People are assholes, you know? I've been all over the map politically, but it's why certain ways of looking at shit, like when people talk about guns.
Well, let's just make them illegal, and then nobody will have them.
You know, like that sort of thought process is you're acting as though the world is a utopia, and that there's not morons, and that there's not people who say, I don't give a fuck what the rules are. You're totally not even taking into consideration sociopaths. Which is why that new fucking thing that Obama signed, that whole defense package where now they can just arrest people without a trial, put you in jail forever, without a trial because they just think you're a fucking terrorist. You can't give people that level of power. Historically, no one has ever handled that level of power well. Anybody here want to go live in China? Were you out there practicing your nunchucks, wearing your wooden slippers, and all of a sudden a van pulls up and you disappear and that's it forever? You want to live there? Of course you don't. You want to live here where they can't fucking do it. Well, they can do it now. You know? They just put in a fucking order for a bunch of black vans. That's what I heard. According to holyshit.com, that's what's going down. I don't understand why stuff at that level that affects citizens to that level, why we don't get to vote on it. Do you think it's because we'd say, hey, you know what? Fuck that. Do you understand, like, that is just a jump-off point? Do you think, like, that's just how it's going to stop?
Well, as long as you're not a terrorist, then you ain't got a fucking problem.
You think it's just going to stop with that? That's not how you take away freedom. You don't just fucking do it all in one fell swoop. It's incremental. Next thing you know, you're in goal line D going, how the fuck did I end up in this situation? You started at the 50. Little push, little pull, right? Everything was fine. Next thing you know, you're up against the goal line. You think that they're just going to keep it with the terrorist thing? You know, they'll wait for a whole nother generation of babies to be born, and they always grew up with government having that level of power. Then they add something else to it. Then they add something else. Then that's it. You can't have it, okay? If Tiger Woods can't handle the level of free pussy on a golf tour, how the fuck is our government going to handle a new defense package which basically gave them a mute button? If you had that power, how long before you just started abusing that? If you could just hit mute on anybody who ever disagreed with you, and you could have them whisked away. I mean, that is the sociopath's wet dream. That's what that is. That is a fucking mute button.
Mr. Stalin, don't you think?
That's it. You hit mute. You're done. You're gone. See ya. I think it's fucking insane. And the only thing that I get out of it is that I feel like I was proven correct. That I don't think it matters at that level whether you vote Democrat or Republican. Obama, the first black president ever, you would think this would be the most liberal politician in the history of this country. Because of his background, you would think that he signed off on that shit. All right? I'm telling you. I don't know what happens when you become president, but I think they let you peek just enough behind the curtain. And there is a fucking agenda that we are moving towards. Because I don't think it fucking matters. I really don't. Which is why I always vote for the Ralph Nader, Ron Paul, all those guys that all those fucking idiots go,
oh, because you did that, you ruined the election.
Really? Did I? I feel like those guys wouldn't have signed shit like that. I feel like their track record shows that they would not sign shit like that.
We were just talking about Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
And how the trial started yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's creepy.
Or 2 days ago.
Or 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
And they're giving just testimony about what a creep he was. Like,
yeah.
ugh.
Still funny though.
It is, but and I believe them. But I just don't understand taking a pill when someone gives it to you. Like I would, I guess because I'm not.
It's the cause. He's a doctor.
I know, but I just can't picture taking anything. If someone said, "Here, take this," I wouldn't do it.
What if it was?
We'll be right back with blaming the victim.
Yeah, that's...
No, but I'm not saying that it's their fault they got raped.
I'm fucking with you.
You know, like I even said it before. Like I'm not saying they deserve to get. It's just a stupid. It's like a dangerous thing to do. You're putting yourself in a dangerous place.
Dude, if you know you're in this business. Remember the first time a famous comedian just walked up to you and said you were funny?
Yeah.
You would just...
I'm waiting for that, actually.
I really lobbed that over the net, didn't I was so excited the first time that happened. I can definitely see how, like, someone could get involved.
But she knew him for 18 months. Like, she knew him for 18 months. They had, like, relationships with him.
But even
like,
so she trusted him and she wanted to maintain that relationship.
I
Like,
get
oh my
it.
God, Bill Cosby is...
I do understand.
Yeah.
I just can't picture myself taking a pill. It's just too scary.
Well,
like, for what reason?
Back then, that's what, hey, get a hold of yourself. Take this,
Right. It'll relax you.
It'll relax. You know what? Whenever I watch old Hollywood movies, I'm like morbidly go on IMDb. Does everything have to have a fucking picture with it too? I'm being filmed. It's like, what the fuck more do you need? There's like fucking 9.
Troy's just Snapchatting.
Snapchatting. Fucking it just.
It's a lot of different ways to hit the audience these days. We got to hit them on every
fucking
angle.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is.
Crazy.
There's a lot of medium possibilities.
But this is
here.
why Native Americans don't do fucking terrestrial radio, whatever, satellite radio.
Because
They feel
people act
their
like
soul's
you're
being stolen.
They act like you're crazy though if you're not on all forms of social media. They're like, and you didn't Instagram it? And I'm like, well, we tried to, we filmed it for YouTube.
I don't fuck with Snapchat. I like things saved. I don't like things that disappear. It bothers me. I like to look at something and be able to save it and enjoy it.
I don't like that they say it disappears and then somebody just screenshots and it's like, no, it didn't.
Well, they can tell you the screen.
It's shit that you don't give a fuck about disappears, but other stuff.
Yeah.
That
Right.
prevents you, Jim, from someday being the next president of the United States. That'll hang around. But
I've never sent a photo with my face in it that was bad. Have you ever, in all the years, like I know you've been with your girl for a long time, but have you ever sent anything out that you're like, oof, fuck, I shouldn't have sent that? Or were you always pretty smart with texting and stuff like that?
oh no, not texting or any of that shit. No, I haven't been smart. Cool. Jimmy, come on. How long you known me? I haven't been smart, but I have no plans on running for public office or protesting anything significant, so they don't give a shit. Like, all my shit's saved on some fucking hard drive under the Pentagon. They're never going to need to use it.
It is saved, too.
It is.
Yeah, just the just-in-case file, but it's never going to come out.
Just in case this guy makes a left turn. I was just like, I know I'm a dope. I am. I'm part of the masses.
You know, I still think, and this is my crazy, people hate when I talk about technology. Someday, any text that we've sent is going to be able to be retrievable. Some future technology will be able to go back and get every bit of electronic communication.
Today.
No, but I mean, they can't go back and just say, me and Bill sent a text 5 years ago. And both of our phones are destroyed, but we sent it through somehow. There's going to be a way to go back and get all that technology someday.
Who wants to do that and why?
It'll be like the true biographies of people. Like, they're going to go back just to do it. They're going to have the technology to do it and go back and grab all of these things that they can now grab. I don't know how they're going to do it, but when you send something out,
Yeah, but what's to prevent them from just making shit up?
nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing. But I mean, like someday, like when you send out a TV signal, it just goes forever into space. There's going to be a way to capture all those texts.
This is why I'd rather do it by myself. Stack money, make music, put my product on the shelf. So many haters, man, it's hard to believe how they mad as fuck with an essay like me. I don't understand these cats. I'm bustled by their rules, but they're like, Rod, you the shit. I like to put you in the room, so I'm going